Whoops. He was the captain of the Nightingale. 21 days from Mighty Pole, he could smell the flowers of Bermuda in the gale when he died on the North Rock Shoal. 5 short hours from Bermuda, in a fine October gale, there came a cry, "Oh, there be breakers dead ahead," from the collier Nightingale. No sooner had the captain brought her round, came a rending crush below. Hard on her beam ends, groaning went the Nightingale, overside her mainmast goes. "O Captain, are we all for drowning?" came the cry from all the crew. "The boats be smashed, how are we all now to be saved? We are stove in through and through. Or are ye brave and hardy, call your men? Or are ye blind and cannot see? The captain's gig still lies before ye, holding sound. It shall carry all of it." It was the captain of the Nightingale. 21 days from Clyde and Cole, he could smell the flowers of Bermuda in the gale when he died on the North Rock Shoal. But when the crew was all assembled, and the gig prepared for sea, 'twas seen there were but 18 places to be manned, 19 mortal souls are we. But cry, says Captain, "Make now but not delay, nor do ye spare a thought for me. My duty is to save you all now if I can, so you return quick as you please." He was the captain of the Nightingale. 21 days from Gliding Coal, he would sell the flowers of Bermuda in the gale when he died on the North Rock Shoal. Oh, there be flowers in Bermuda, beauty lies on every hand, and there be laughter, ease, and drink for every man, but there is no joy for me. For when we reached the wretched Nightingale, what an awful sight was plain! The captain drowned, was tangled in the mizzen chain, smiling bravely beneath the sea. He was the captain of the Nightingale. 21 days from Clyde and Cole, he could smell the flowers of Bermuda in the gale when he died on the North Rock Shoal. He was the captain of the Nightingale. 21 days from Clyde and Cole, he could smell the flowers of Bermuda in the gale when he died on the North Rock Shoal. He was the captain of the Nightingale. 21 days from Clyde and Cole, he could smell the flowers of Bermuda in the gale when he died on the North Rock Shoal. Let's do one more. Ooh, that's a long one and a sad one. No, thank you. No. Ooh, yeah. Free in the Harbor is a great one. Well, it's blackfish at play in Hermitage Bay, from push through across to Guas Island. They broach and they spout and they lift their flukes out, and they wave to a town that is dying. Now there's many's the boat that has plied on the foam, hauling away, but there's many more fellas been leaving their homes where the whales make free in the harbor. It's a portage in Maine. You'll see them again on their way to the hills of Alberta. With lopsided grins, they waggle their chins, and they brag of the wage they'll be earning. Now it's quick, pull the string, boys, and get the tool out. haul it away, haul it away. But just 2 years ago you could hear the same shout, and the whales make free in the harbor. Free in the harbor. The blackfish are sporting again. Free in the harbor, untroubled by comings and goings of men who once did pursue them as oil from the sea, hauling away, now they're Calgary roughnecks from Hermitage Bay, where the whales make free in the harbor. Well, it's a living they've found deep in the ground, and if there's doubts, it's best they ignore them, nor think on the bones, the crosses and stones of their fathers that came there before them. In the taverns of Edmonton, fishermen shout, haul it away, haul it away. They left 300 years buried up by the bay, where the whales make free in the harbor. Free in the harbor. The blackfish are sporting again. Free in the harbor, untroubled by comings and goings of men who once did pursue them as oil from the sea, hauling away, now they're Calgary roughnecks from Hermitage Bay, where the whales make free in the harbor. Oop.
I'm the best Dark Souls player of all time.
Hello, hello, and welcome everybody back to the Mountain Home. It is I, the man, the myth, the legend, the dwarf himself, Horatius. Welcome on in. Let me kick on the lo-fi. Take that down just a peg. But hello, welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. Ooh, that lo-fi is still coming in pretty powerful. I swear I know how to balance tracks. Hello, hello. Thank you all for coming on in. Hey, Flamebird Phoenix. How you doing? Thank you for coming on into the show. So nice and here to see you. I've had a pain in the butt week. I'm sorry to hear that. My week has been less than chill as well, but you know it's been going, so it's not too big of a deal. You know, my week is now officially over in some capacity. School during the summer is only Monday through Thursday for the kiddos, so I don't have to go back to work till Monday. So we're gonna kick our feet up, and relax. And I'm excited for tomorrow, or for today, tomorrow, and pretty much everything, to be honest with you. But yeah, how are we all doing today? We all feeling those Thursday blues, ready for the work week to be over for the rest of you all? I'm sure that plenty of people are excited to have their weekend in time, although it's not here just yet. But yeah, I was just doing a little vocal warm-ups there, practicing a couple of songs. I need to reach out to a couple of more musically inclined friends to see what needs happen to get things prepared for the Shanty album that I promised when we hit 2,000 follows. That's going to be exciting. We'll see what that looks like. So we'll just have to see what that shit is. but I hope we're all doing well. I wanted to talk about a couple of things before we get into some Deep Rock Galactic. So tomorrow we have the Horatius Happy Hour with Yanabels, which I'm very, very excited for. It ain't that bad, just my car's AC is now blowing magma. I got a disabled family member with a service dog that doesn't do well with the heat. Tape some fans to the roof. Yeah, something. That's brutal. Yeah, that's one of those things that they don't really like. I don't think they do a lot of testing for in the training for service dogs, because there's so much other skills that those animals have to learn to be service animals, that certain things like endurance training, I think, sort of might get left by the wayside sometimes. I don't think that people do a bad job training service animals. Don't get me wrong. It's a very important job that those people do. And I'm sure it's not easy, but all the same. All right. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Why is life difficult? So as the name would suggest, everybody, we're going to be drinking some wine today, because I like to drink wine, and it's the end of my work week, and I'm worth it. I deserve nice things. So we're going to do that. Let's see here. White wine, rosé, or red. I prefer dry and dark red wines myself. If I want to have a sweet beverage that is alcoholic in nature, then I'll do something like a cocktail. I'll drink like a sweeter cocktail. But for me, if it's wine, it's a nice dry red, because frankly, I'm sweet enough. Let's give you guys that ASMR cork noise. Oh yeah, love to hear that. Drinking some 19 Crimes, which is a fine, totally serviceable brand of wine. If you ask me, I think that it's on that like not cheap wine threshold. You know, most of the bottles are around $10 to $12, but for that price range, it's pretty damn good wine. Oops. Sorry about the lack of focus here. Today was a little bit of a hoot at the job, so I'm cutting loose. Hope you guys don't judge me too much. And if you do, oh well, I don't really care. It's my life. I'm going to live it how I desire. I'm doing it healthfully. Anywho, so, yeah, I ain't good with alcohol knowledge. A family member asked me to get them some alcohol at the start of the pandemic, and I brought back rubbing alcohol. They were disappointed. I mean, yeah. It's funny, though. Oh, goodness me. Right. So, tomorrow, like I said, we have Yanabels coming on to the show tomorrow morning, which I'm very excited about. And then on Sunday, we have Woody Devs coming on for a Horatius Happy Hour interview. 2 interviews in 1 weekend, guys. What a sweet deal, right? We're gonna definitely have a psychology education stream next week, because it's been a little while since we had one of those. I think it's been just about a month and a half, so we definitely got to do that. I'll figure out what topic it'll be this weekend, and I'll make a post about it on Twitter or something like that. You guys should see stuff about that. I'm going to try and get the new Discord finalized this weekend, so keep your ear to the ground for that. So gonna definitely make sure that gets finished, because I've been sort of dragging my feet on it a little bit. You know, no big deal, but that's the aim. Want to get there. Want to get to that point. Okay, so let's see. I'm curious as to what I wanted to talk about before we got into some video gaming. Oh, Vampire Survivors did update today. So after we do all of our Deep Rock Galactic seasonal content for like the dailies and stuff, we'll see how I'm feeling if we want to play more Deep Rock, or we might swap over to Vampire Survivors at that point. I know some people really like that stuff. So that's I think that's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. So, man, I had a nice day. The kids were pretty intense, but it was a damn good day. You know, I was hanging out at my friend Pumpkin Potion's stream earlier, and she was talking about like Twitch etiquette, and I thought that was an interesting idea. You know, I know a lot of people like to talk about content creation and stuff like that, and I try my best to dip my toes into content creation talks, but like I don't think I've ever had like a full-on just chatting stream where the main meat of what we're doing is talking about content creation. And I guess that's something I should probably do at some point. I have been doing this for over a year and a half at this point, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I have some insights. I need to like sort of gather my thoughts a little bit to, you know, produce anything of quality that I'd like to stand behind. But I mean, I do think that I've got some ideas. Chris Witt, welcome. Should we talk about streaming? Hashtag #iRoll. Right? Thanks, Thatcher Cottage. How you doing, buddy? Your recommendation for the CVs, by the way, watched it, the first part of it with the kids at school today, happenstancely enough. It looks good. I'm definitely going to watch it. It looks like it's a lot of fun. And the water physics are like rare tier. Weirdness, how are you? How you doing, buddy? That's serious there. Dude, weird. Have you not seen this shit? Look at this shit. It's the new emote, too. Bam. New emote. It's like borderline impossible to read, but fuck, I love it so much. I had to put it on. And Lo-Fi Bop was like super cool. The whole way through, they were like, here, let me see if I can resize it for you. And, so I'm gonna need to slide them a couple of bucks for that, because like it was just completely unrequested fan art, but you know, I'm so fucking smitten with the damn thing. It's so good, so it's awesome. Yeah. So Pumpkin was talking about like raiding etiquette and like when she is on a stream and they raid into somebody new. I think I've talked about this a little bit in the past, but like, she says, oh, you know, I always stick around for the raid. And because, like, one, you get channel points from the channel you raided with, so you get something for that. He just bricks the clipboard and brings the pickup, like, so it's good. Yeah. It's so fucking powerful, weirdness. Oh, my goodness. And, like, I feel that. Like, I totally hear Pumpkin Potion's arguments for that. And I do agree with it, because here's something that I said. I said, for me, the reason why I stick to raids when like I'm on a channel and it raids somebody else is because I take someone raiding another channel as like them recommending that channel to me. They're like, hey, if you like my content enough to hang around and watch my streams, this is a stream I think you'll also enjoy. And while I don't always raid to people with a lower concurrent view count, I try to keep it either in my range or like, you know, around where I'm at on average or lower. I try to raid to people who have less concurrent views. I just think it's more valuable to me personally to extend a hand behind me. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing that I feel, this is maybe like old man yells at clouds point, but I feel like the VTuber and streaming world has gotten substantially more competitive and less co-competitive recently. I just see a lot less people trying to extend a hand behind them to help the next group of streamers start. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Of course it does, right? But like it does. Maybe it's happening just as often, but I'm not seeing it. You know what I mean? Like the fact that my average viewer is like upper 20s, low 30s, like it fluxes between those ranges on a month-to-month basis. Like, considering that I'm there, I know I'm already in like the top whatever single-digit percentile of all streamers. Like, I understand that, and I try to make sure that, you know, the position that I've, you know, gained from, you know, you guys supporting the channel and from my own efforts to get there and blah 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 blah. Like, I understand that, like, I try to let that not bias my perspective on things too much, even though I'm sure it totally does. You know, something I've mentioned in the past is I once used the hashtag small streamer in a post of mine, and someone's like, dude, you have over 1,000 followers on Twitch and on Twitter. You're not a small streamer anymore. And I'm like, that's the benchmark? Like, I don't know what that line is. Like, I genuinely don't. Like maybe I imagine if you concurrent more than 50 followers or more than 50 views on Twitch regularly, like, I would say you're no longer small time. But anything before that, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty reasonable assessment that those are all small streamers. But again, you know, trying to not let that whole what I've accomplished and, you know, what you guys have done with me bias me so much. So it's been a humbling practice of listening to people that, you know, have different beliefs and have different perspectives than me. Shoe flag, don't bother me. So yeah, I don't know. Just a quick little side tangent. Perhaps small streamer is not a useful term. I agree, it's not a useful term. And to be super genuine with you, Thatcher Cottage, I'm somewhat of the perspective to say that VTuber is not a particularly useful term either. Because no one, this has been a whole thing for VTubers for like several years now, but no one can fucking agree on what VTuber means. You know, like, it's, and not to like get whole bogged down in like what is a chair and like all that shit, but like, honestly, like, I want you to think about polling 20 random VTubers. You know, some are with bigger audiences, some with smaller audiences, etc. So a random assortment of VTubers, and ask them all the very, very simple question of, what is a VTuber? And you will be surprised as to what answers you get. Genuinely. So I hardly ever get the same answer twice, even from the same person, you know? Like, it's just this evolving nomenclature that is, you know, it's useful in some senses, but like as a marketing thing, like, it's useful that we all use the same umbrella. But, you know, there's people who don't stream, there's people who don't do art, and then there's people who don't like use a thing an avatar all the time. Hey dwarf man, how you doing, Cablejack? Welcome. I just mean that in the streaming industry, there's no such thing as local competition. Every streamer in the world is competing with every other streamer. Technically, you are competing with PewDiePie. Oh, and I completely agree with you. Now, I mean, the truth of that competition is kind of muddled, because, like, the type of content that I create and the type of content that PewDiePie creates aren't really trying to fight for the same niche. You know? One, I mean, PewDiePie is a massively, not just successful in his own right, but like, his appeal is very generalized, I would say. Whereas I'm about as niche as it gets. I'm a VTuber, I'm a dwarf, I somewhat play video games, I also do talk about psychology stuff. Like, in all of my time in VTubing and streaming generally, I've only found like 4 or 5 other VTubers or other streamers that do psychology stuff. Like, it's already a kind of a small niche there within, and then VTubers are even like a smaller subsection of that. And as far as I can tell, I'm the only VTuber that I know of who openly talks about psychology. Like, I know several other VTubers that do psychology in the real world, but like, none of them talk about it on stream, which makes sense. It's not a very advertisement friendly topic, because almost everything in psychology is a heavy topic. You know, and that's hard to mass appeal from a marketing perspective, which is a bummer, because I think that psychology and mental health are like universally important. But, you know, whatever. Anyway, that's a big old tangent. Let me have a sip of wine. So yeah, kind of knocked my own wind out of my own sails there, but suffice to say, I think it's pretty cool that that VTuber is such a weird, nebulous term sometimes. And that might actually be something that I do. I might, actually, hold tight. The social, at least cultural subsections and divisions, according to Twitch, everyone is the same. Right. Well, no, yeah. Like, in terms of the marketplace, right? There's so many viewers on Twitch, right? And so everyone that's streaming on Twitch are all, to some degree, competing for that viewership. So, like, I'm entirely with you. But in the same sense, let's put a parallel. You go to the marketplace, it's literally like a town square bazaar, and there's someone selling pears, there's someone selling beef jerky, and there's someone selling rugs. You might only be in the marketplace for rugs. You might grab a piece of jerky or a pear on your way because you want a refreshing snack while you're doing your shopping, but if your main purpose there is rugs, there's no competition for that rug seller except for the single guy that's there. Again, there's a lot of additional variables that sort of muddle that comparison, but that's just sort of how I'm putting it in my mind. Like, how I sort of help myself not get discouraged by, some of my friends that are way more successful at this than I am, some of my acquaintances, some people that have started, long since before I started, people who have shown up only a couple of months ago and are like way past my milestones, which, like, I don't hold a grudge on that because I understand that there's, thematic differences and approach differences that are very different to the type of content that they make and the ones that I make. So I sort of look at what we've achieved here as sort of a culmination of some of my own parameters, I'll say, that I've set upon myself. I'm a dwarf. Not too many, like, people who, like, what I have found is that people who are into dwarves are super into dwarves and, like, are like, dude, you're a dwarf VTuber? Let's go. And they're, like, in, right? But a lot of people don't like dwarves. It's not a very, like, general thing. It's not a very safe image, I'll say. There's certainly multiple revenue streams that I'm not tapping into. I like dwarves. I know, Chris Witt. You're awesome, dude. Thank you. There's lots of additional sites that I don't use. I don't post on my TikTok anymore, really. Does not liking dwarves count as racism? I mean, you can be racist against dwarves in, like, a weird way. Because, like, it's fantasy racism, so it's not the same. But even if someone didn't like... Just because you don't like something doesn't mean that, like, you're necessarily racist, if that makes any sense. Like I want to sort of temper that idea a little bit, that, like, if you don't like dwarves, that doesn't make you racist against dwarves. That just means you don't prefer dwarves. It's like, as long as you would look at my content and give it a shot, and you go, okay, this guy's not my deal, then, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess whatever. Now, if someone came in here and was like, fuck dwarves, and then, like, threw dwarven expletives in the chat at me, or was like, hey, I think I would like your content, but you're a fucking dwarf, and I don't like that shit. Like, that'd be some substantive evidence to that statement, but... Ooh. I'm gonna allow this message, Cable Jack, but I want you to understand that you got auto-modded, so be careful, okay? Be very, very careful. So I understand what you're meaning there, but I want to make it super clear that in one of these scenarios, dwarves are a fantasy race and are arguably a different species than humans. Whereas Asian people, like people who are from the continent of Asia, and a North American who is someone from the North American continent, they're both humans. They're both biologically almost the same. Now, you're good. I understood that you were coming in, like, with like, hey, isn't this an alternative, like, way to look at it? Yeah, exactly. It doesn't hurt real living people, and that's the big thing. It's fantasy racism. Something that I've talked about in my tabletop setting. Right, no, well, pity might not be the best word for that Flamebird Venus, but I understand that your heart's in the right place. But also, like, we don't call those people dwarves. Like, just to be super clear, that's not an acceptable, like, term for people who have that struggle. I try to make that incredibly clear on this channel. Ein of the Savage Deer. Welcome, welcome. Word up, dude. What do we got going? It was a bad take of sarcasm. No, I'm with you, dude. Like, listen, Flamebird Phoenix, let me lay this out, my guy. You have been in the community long enough, and I think that you understand the vibe of this channel enough that if you say something like that, I know that you're sort of trying to make a point. That I don't think you're actually saying something harmful. So you have my benefit of the doubt. So we're good. But welcome, Ein of the Savage Deer. Thanks for coming on to the show down here at the Mountain Home. Plague Maker, we are about to get into some Deep Rock Galactic in just a couple of minutes. We were talking about dwarves, and I guess I was talking about content creation a little bit. I was talking about, like, how I sort of cope with, a lot of my friends that do streaming are, metric-wise, number-wise, are a lot more successful than me. And sort of how I don't let that beat me up. How I don't let that, make me feel like I'm inadequate. Because, well, I mean, first off, I'm not. I'm fucking awesome. I know that I am. I know I put on a great show. People come here. People like the show. People like what I do. When new people come in, they like to stay. So that's what we're talking about. Space Dwarves. Yeah, we'll be playing Space Dwarves very soon. I think I've lurked for a while, but Perry sent me here. I'm glad that you've been here, man. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say... Here, let me take a look. How long have you been following? Dude, you've been following for, like, several months. Really seeing it all now? Really seeing it all now? I mean, yeah, like, listen. Here's the thing. Cable Jack, let me talk about that for a minute. I think the main reason why I have so much confidence is, like, I'm not trying to make streaming my job. This is a creative outlet for me. When I first started to get into streaming was something I was doing to try and put bread on the table because the pandemic had happened and I lost my job because the school's closed and I worked as a therapist in a school. And so since the school was closed and didn't want to finance my job in a remote capacity, the contract that my office had with the school got torn up. Got off work early and I'm going to continue my arts. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. So this streaming thing definitely did start as a means to put food on the table in my in my mountain home, but has become a creative outlet for me. So I don't need to hit partner in my first year. I feel like I failed. I don't need to have 50 concurrent viewers every stream to feel like I'm worth a shit. I don't need those things. Some people do, and I'm not judging them for that. People have different needs. That's literally my profession, is helping people find what their needs are and helping them, achieve getting those needs met by their own behavior systems, right? Like, that's a big part of my job. So, like, I get that. I totally understand that, everyone has different barometers for what they want their life to look like. But for me, I find fulfillment in my career as a psychology person who does mental health. But, I get a lot of creative fulfillment doing this streaming stuff. And so I do both. But at the same time, just because I've been doing this for a year and a half and I have 1,500 followers and on Twitch and 1,200 on Twitter, that doesn't hurt me. I don't feel bad about that. I'm proud of what we've accomplished. This is fucking cool. That's surprising. You expect that more people would need/want mental help, especially because of the pandemic. And, well, see, that's the thing, is that people do need a lot more help during the pandemic times. But the problem is that people don't want to pay for that, Also, during the beginning of the pandemic, when everything shut down immediately, no one knew what the fuck to do anyway, so people kind of panicked. I was helping Perry with pattern analysis for streaming, and I have to say there is a pattern, but definitely has a lot to do with luck. Oh, I mean, listen, I'm going to say this, Ein, thank you for saying that. If anybody tries to tell you the success to streaming and does not mention luck, they're trying to sell you something, and you should not listen to them. Like, maybe there's some good advice in there, but overall, they're trying to sell you something. Because luck has a massive role. Massive role. You can go with all kinds of strategies to improve your odds, but at the end of the day, it's still a little bit of fucking luck. Well, mental health is important either. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say a majority. A fair amount of people. I would say somewhere in the middle, Chris Witt. Yeah, the toilet paper thing happened. I don't know what that means. Part of it is people don't like talking about luck either because it's a downer. I disagree. I mean, I think that sort of hard comes down to whether or not you're a glass half full, glass half full or glass half empty type of person. But like, also thank you for being a therapist. Your career path helped me a lot when I was in the military. So thank you for what you do. I am honored. Thank you. Thank you for what you've done. Your career is also a very important one. I don't know if you're still active anymore, but thank you for what you've done. And I'm very grateful that you appreciate what people like myself and mental health professionals of all kinds do. Because we do a very important work, especially for veterans. So hats off. But yeah, I don't know that I agree that luck is, like, talking about luck as a downer. But even then, here's the thing. If you're trying to give someone honest, like legitimate advice, and you try and paint a rosy picture, you're kind of fucking them. Honestly. Like, when I work with my kids at school, and I say, man, I'm like helping them process a crisis scenario that they're going through, I don't just tell them nice shit, because they don't need that. They don't need that. What they need is to be helped. And sometimes kids or anybody who's going through a mental health crisis at the time, what they need is the truth. And what they need is honest help. So me sitting there and go, oh, it's okay, buddy. It's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. Blah, 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 blah. It's a crock of shit. And kids are smart enough to see through that. And the moment, this is super important. If I could tell you the most important thing I could pass on to anybody who's getting into mental health, the most important thing, if the moment that you lose the trust of the person you're working with, you're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. At which point, fucking put your hat on the rack and walk away and sub out with someone else to help. Because if you have forfeited your trust with the person you're working with your client, whatever, they're not going to listen to you, or they're going to be speaking. They're going to think, why do I want to trust this person? This person is full of shit. They don't want to help me. Why do they want to help? Why do they think they want to help me? Why are they saying they want to help me? They don't want to help me. And so they're spending all this time, spending all this time in their own head, and they're just not listening to you anymore. And now you've lost them. So that's why we do, it's like person, place, proximity. So when we're working with someone and it's like continuing to escalate and it's not getting any better, we swap out the person that's helping them. We swap out the proximity of the people that are helping them, or we swap out the place that we're helping them. So if a kid's in crisis in the classroom and things aren't getting better, we help them get out of the classroom. If the person that's working with them is doing a great job, but it's not working for the kid, we swap the person out. If a kid, or if we ask, like, if they need space and they say yes, then we're changing proximity. Those are the three, like, big P's for that. I really appreciate it, but I medically retired about 2 to 3 years ago now, so I'm a stay-at-home dad. Hey, shout outs to that. Topic of luck can be a bit complicated because it's really not something you can measure. Like, am I unlucky for being in poverty? Am I lucky for not having a terminal disease? I mean, well, that's why I said what I said before, Cable Jack. To me, it's all about perspective. Luck is all about perspective, because the way you frame that is a really good point. Like, sure, I was born into poverty, but I didn't die by the age of 3 due to cancer. Like, you gotta take the little things that they are. Life is a beautiful thing, and it's worth preserving. And so if part of preserving that life is being thankful and optimistic for the present and the future, I think that's a part of it. Always strive for better. Always strive for better. But, I think that appreciating where you are and what you have done up to this point is positive impact, or thinking about that can be positively impactful to you as a person. Kids are smarter than you think. They just can't articulate their feelings, but they understand. So I'm gonna temper that comment there, Ein. Kids are stupid. Like in the intellectual sense. They're kind of dumb. But kids have a much higher wisdom than I think most people give them credit for. And they are a lot more able to see through cunning than you might expect, especially kids with trauma. There's been some studies done. Children that have experienced trauma are incredibly resistant to manipulation. which I guess is a good thing in some ways. Like, it's like that's complicated, but yeah, it's really really cool to look into that sort of thing. Ayo, serious therapy time? Yeah, what's up, Vex? How you doing, Hexatious? The level of understanding of my 4-year-old is astounding sometimes. Yeah. Definitely need to look at positives more. I recommend it, Chris Witt. I genuinely recommend it. I'm not going to say it's the best way or the only way to live your life. I don't know what that is. But I would say that if you spend the majority of your life being appreciative and using your awareness of the things in the world and your times around you to prepare yourself for better tomorrows, it can help, you know? I have a very strong policy when it comes to worrying about stuff, and this just works for me, okay? This is not professional advice by any measure. But for me, I see no value in worrying. To me, worrying is wasting your fucking, like, brain space and brain effort to accomplish fuck all. So, like, if I'm worried about a test that I have to take tomorrow, I find it more utility in taking that energy that I would use to worry and just go, I'm just gonna fucking study, or I'm just gonna do practice tests, or I'm just gonna even just relax so that I'm in a better mental state for when I take the test, so that I can better cope with the higher levels of stress at that time because I'm more well rested and, you know, prepared for that. So finding methods to prepare for the upcoming thing that you might be worried about rather than worrying about it, I think is a very healthy way of sort of navigating that circumstance. You need to learn how to spell? Brother, me too. Like, for fucking real. My ability to spell is garbage. My kids ask me how to spell shit all the time, and I have to double check myself. Would you say the same thing to people with diagnosed anxiety? I don't know why my advice would change. Do you have a reason for that question? Because to me, like, just because you have a diagnosed level of anxiety, that to me does not inherently say that you are entitled to sit there and worry and do nothing about it. Like, I think that my advice there was pretty general. Excuse me. And, you know, sort of dodging your own desire to worry is just sort of a generally healthy pathway. You know, how that looks is person to person. My reason is to find out if there are alternative methods that someone might need to get to that mental place. So, see, here's the thing. What you're asking... Okay, so let me unpack a little bit there. To me, whenever you're helping somebody mold their behavior to be more healthy or less maladaptive, it's all about the path to get to your destination. The destination you've established. I would like to not worry so much. I would like to, you know, have better coping skills to deal with my desire to worry, right? That's the goal. How do I get there? That's the individual part. That's the unique thing. That's the problem. Like, we can talk relatively globally about ideas, no matter what someone's mental health might be, in terms of what their goals might, you know, ideally be. That's pretty, you know, you can be a little more general with that. However, how you get from where you are to that point, the A to B, that path, that's where things get very unique. So the reason why I gave a couple of examples earlier is because some people have the ability to take that anxiety or that nervousness or that worry and, like, refunnel that energy into, I'm going to just put my nose to the grindstone on this fucking textbook and read this shit cover to cover in a weekend. Some people have that ability to do that, to channel that into that work mode. Some people like to escape, you know, and embrace an escaping tactics where they find themselves sort of, you know, not necessarily preparing themselves skill-wise for the task, but they instead recognize they might already have the skills that they need. They just lack on the follow-through of applying the skill. In which case, what's a more important battle is getting your mental state in a position where it can handle the crisis and the stress of applying that skill. You know? That, like, jittery feeling you might get when you're about to do something, or that, like, this happens to me a lot. When I'm really, like, anxious about something that's about to happen, I begin to feel like I have to pee. Even though I know I don't have to piss. If I, like, just relaxed my muscles, I wouldn't just piss myself. But it's that same sort of, like, sensation. For me, it's, like, in my lower abdominal where I, like, feel like I have to pee. And when that happens, that's when I know. That's my, like, surefire sign that I'm anxious about what's about to happen. Or excited, you know? Just some sort of anticipatory sensation. So you have to find what path works for you. And how you do that is through introspection. So, Chris Witt, if I may use you as an example, what is something that, like, when you're about to do, like a big thing, like something's coming up, what happens? Don't tell me what you would like to see happen. What does happen? You know? Because then you can look at those things that you repeatedly do, that you fall into the behaviors of doing, and be like, okay, so I like to avoid, or I like to approach with doing work prep, or I like to, relax, or whatever. Like what is your method? What do you find yourself doing? And then you can sort of sculpt that behavior into something that is, consistently helpful. And being able to recognize what circumstances are best served by what method, that is the key. When you go, okay, I'm good at psychology, I have a psych test coming up. I don't need to focus on the work because I know the content. I need to focus on getting my headspace in the right area so that when I have to do the test, I can reliably call upon my memory to follow through. But in another situation, be like, oh shit, I have a statistics test that I gotta do. I fucking hate math. I don't have the skills. So regardless of whether or not I can get my headspace in the right location to accomplish that stuff, I gotta hit the books. And being able to do one or the other or whatever else, currently I blank out, and that's what's about to happen outside of my mind. And despite the stress that comes with that, that's the coping that I do as the thing approaches. I have to do something else or I don't see it coming, otherwise I panic. Okay, so what it feels like is you sort of self-sabotage a little bit by knowing that you're going to panic, so you just try and reduce the stress that you're experiencing to as low amount as possible, and then that ends up, in the long term sort of condemning you to that escalation. So it sounds to me like what you struggle with is going from low stress to high stress really quick. And so by going from before the occasion, mind blank, head empty, all the way up to I'm sitting in front of the test that I have to do, all of a sudden I'm not ready. That leap in expectations is crippling for you. Rockin' Stone Corey, I hope your stream was awesome today. I didn't have a chance to pop by in before I went live after work, so I hope it went well. But yeah, so Chris, I would look at that and notice that disparity is what's difficult for you, and think about methods that would help you avoid that jump. So either coming at it with a more of a gradient of stress. So like, let's say you have a test a week from now. Okay, I'm going to study for 15 minutes one day. And then the next day I'm going to study for 30 minutes. And then the next day I'm going to study for an hour. So each day you're building up the stress of the situation, but not actually like jumping up. So by the time you get to the day of the test, it's not a shoop. It's not like a up over. It's a gradient. You've been prepping over time. That is my unprofessional advice. I guess I'm sort of weird. I have multiple disabled family members that I care for, and at some point I just woke up and said, fuck it, why I'm dealing with this doesn't matter, it's how. So I'm a mix of give up on personal ambitions and I want to help people but not be in the same situation I'm in. I look at the positive, but mostly there's a sense I'm happier seeing other people be happy. Yeah, I mean, like, for example, my life I've pretty much full-heartedly dedicated my life to being a facilitator. You know? Like, do I have my own selfish things? Of course I do. I think everybody does. But, like, overall, I try to spend the majority of my efforts in facilitating other people. I find a lot of fulfillment in that. Hey, Fairy and Faye, how you doing, bud? We were supposed to play Deep Rock Galactic, but we've just been talking about like mental health, psychology, and content creation for the past 50 minutes. It's not you being slow. It's me not getting to the video game yet. Normally, I like to chit-chat for like 15, 20 minutes, but we've just accidentally just talked for an hour. I might actually just change this to a just chatting stream, I guess. Fuck, at this point, I don't know. It's good stuff, I'm glad. I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound, I suppose so. I do have wine. And a little bit of wine does a lot for me. Shit, you gonna share? I mean, come over, dude. Like, the mountain home isn't locked. It's a fucking mountain. Not often you get to talk psychology with a dwarf. There's an image that I would like to share. Don't mess with me, lady. I've been drinking with skeletons. Oh man, you know what? Who's the guy? Oh my goodness, what's the actor who did Hellboy? Not the most recent Hellboy, but the Hellboy in the 2 movies, like the Golden Army and the other one. Who was the actor that did that? Shit. John Perlman. Yes. I need to. Does John Perlman have a cameo? Because if I could get him to read this image for me, I would probably shit. Don't mess with me, lady. I've been drinking with skeletons. Oh! Weirdness, are you here? Weirdness. Weirdness. This is important. Mod check. I can spell. Okay, when weirdness gets back, we need to remind me and Weird that I need this image, but it's me. And it's, don't mess with me. I've been talking about mental health with chat, and then it's just a bottle that says, chat or something. I don't know. What's up, Brambo? How you doing, man? You know, it's gonna be good when you can see his eyes light up through his avatar, right? And I was like, oh, fuck it. Ron Perlman. Thank you. I knew Perlman was right, but John didn't feel right. Thank you, Ein. I appreciate the follow through there. Bottle just says problems. Ha! That's a good idea, Farian. That's a good idea. Farian, can I put the spotlight on you for a second? When are we doing the tabletop? 'Cause I'm curious. Ask Corey. Corey, when are we doing the tabletop? Brambo, I'm awesome, man. It's good to see you, dude. Thanks for coming around. We're talking about mental health and psychology. I'm just gonna fuck it. Apparently, There, we'll go with that. We'll change it to mine and wine, rocket stone at some point. I was doing the DMing because we met a goal in the subathon I totally didn't bully her into, and then subsequently reach. Heh. I mean, Farian, you're the DM, man. Like, if you're the DM, like, well, I have a beer. Hell yeah, dude. Pick a weekend. Pick a day. If you give 3 streamers a 3 or 4 week heads up, that we should be able to accommodate. I mean, obviously, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I've been very excited for this tabletop with us. Fucking bet. Yeah, dude. You got a personal Discord? Yeah. Hellboy is one of my favorite comic book heroes. Yeah, dude, he's awesome. Yeah, Cablejack, you can go and join the Discord there. It's actually labeled as the Stream Hearts Discord, but I'm gonna finalize the new Discord this weekend. It's happening. Just need more tweaks. Yeah, listen, Fairy and Faye, I don't know how much experience you have with DMing, but as someone who's DM'd for 15, 20 years, let me tell you, you can always tweak. You can always have done it better. But you just got to go in at some point. You just got to go for it. Corey, if you want, I'll sit and help you make a character, if that's what you need. I'm not new. I usually let players take the reins. Hell yeah. To me, D&D and any tabletop has always just been a improv, like, bounty. What's Stream Hearts? Amazing question. Stream Hearts is 4 or 5, kind of, streamers who... It's chat that's making my character. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Is technically a stream group, like a group of streamers. And I'm technically a part of that group, but I'm the only really active streamer in that group. Softboy Miles is trying to stream now, and I do see him popping around every now and then. But other than that, the other members of the group have been kind of defunct for a while now, which is part of the reason why I'm trying to get a new Discord up and running. So I don't have this like weird branding issue with my Discord where people are like, "What the fuck is this? This is not a dwarf thing." And it's like, kind of. Also, like, I don't know. I've sort of just desire to be indie forever. Like, I don't really like the idea of being a part of a streamer group per se. It's probably going to happen at some point, but like, I'm sort of fighting that urge. Yeah. There's just, to me, there's a lot of baggage that comes with that, you know? So I've just sort of decided to not like deal with that shit. I've known a lot of groups, like honestly, if there was ever a group I'd join, it would be either like Fantasy Inc. or Wrecking Crew or something like that, where there's like a lot of other fantasy people in those. And like, I know a lot of the people in both of those groups, and I adore them. They're great folks. They sit down and read those D&D books I bought months ago. Got them because I wanted to learn more about the game, but I kind of let them gather dust. That'll happen. I'm only slightly panicking over D&D because I have no idea what direction y'all are going to take. I'm scrambling to at least lay out paths and maps. It sounds like you're pushing yourself. You're sort of, you know, inducing a little bit of panic there. Wrecking Crew seems really cool to try and join. Yeah, Wrecking Crew's got awesome people in it. Fantasy Inc. has awesome people in it. Listen, Farian, you're going to fuck it up, and that's okay. Honestly, listen. No, DM hat on. Just shoot. You are going to make mistakes. If you're not new, you know this is true, and that's so okay. All right, we're all friends. You know, the 4 of us that are all involved in this, we're all pals. Scuff makes you tough? Kinda. Usually the best part? Yeah, because then that's where those opportunities for good improv really shine. But so many fucking people watching? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? At the end of the day, it's just 4 friends sitting around a table. Well, fucking don't. I'll drop kick your care out of you. I'm a VTuber myself, but I'm too anxious to start, so I'm just engineering model until I'm able to fight God, I guess. I wanted to disappoint y'all's chat. Who fucking cares?
if we're having, listen, Fairy and Faye, I'm gonna fucking blow your mind, okay? People that come to my stream, Corey's stream, and Sasha's streams, do you know why they come to our streams? I can tell you. It's actually really simple. All right? They come to those streams to hang out with us because they find us entertaining, because they think that we're fun, and they think that we're cool. And if we're there, the four of us hanging out, you know, bullshitting, in order, socially, personality, and probably titty and skill. You know what? You know what, Fairy and Faye? Hold on. You know what? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, here's my favorite. Nope. There we go. I love, this is my favorite part, to put it on the beard. So don't tell me. What is happening? Welcome, Black Hole. How are you doing? Fairy and Faye. I wasn't expecting this, but good. Thank you. Fairy and Faye. Fairy. Give me a sec. Give me a moment. Fairy and Faye said that between Corey and VT, just Sasha and myself, the reason why he thinks people go to our streams are, in order, sociality, personality, and probably titty and a little bit of skill. And I was like, excuse me. And then I slapped my sweet Bahanica Hoogs on. I don't know what to prove. I just thought it was funny. But how are you, Black Hole? Corey, can I get a shout out for Black Hole? Bro, have you seen that chest? Whose? Whomstediv's chest. I understand that there's been adjustments to some of the people involved's chests. What off that there got? Oh, me? Oh, this? Oh, hold on. Wait, one sec. I got a thing. I have a thing for this. This is one of my oldest memes that I made on my channel, and it's fucking hilarious. Just hold on. I'm glad. I'm doing great. So, in the vein of these, in the vein of this.
Oh, these? My boobies? My massive fucking titties? My super stuffed up milkies? My hunger bonger doinky boinkies? My fucking fabric stretching, wind flapping, gravity welling sex mounds? You mean these super duper ultra hyper goddamn motherfucking.
So in that vein of that, stand by. I give you this. Oh, this? My belly? My massive fucking gut? My super stuffed with ale gullet? My jiggly, swiggly, bouncy bump? My fucking tunic pushing leather apron bulging gravity welling torso mound? You mean this super duper ultra hyper goddamn motherfucking? Put Hellboy back up there. I'm gonna spit on my pizza in my monitor. When I played with my group, the goal of us was to ruin our DM's plans.
I am ready to receive instruction from the realm of creation above me for the sandwich I am about to conceive. I am open. Use me.
Ah. Thank you. That's the only time we get to use that one. Bad guys who cause a distraction, climb outside of a building and sneak in and flirt with the leader to capture him. Amazing, Chris Witt. But Black Hole, I've been doing awesome. I wanted to pull back to just a moment that Black Hole is a very, very fun VTuber. I want to talk about her for just a minute. I found her and her content through her Darkest Dungeon streams. And she's a hoot. Black Hole is very fun. I do recommend her. You should go check out Black Hole's content. There was the thing. Go click. Okay. Not allowed. More wine. That'll pep me up. Go do the thing with the stuff. Yeah, go do the thing. More wine. Anyway, where were we? What were we talking about? Oh, my tweet for the Yannabelles thing tomorrow just went live. D&D then fan art, right? Can you guys go check out this tweet? This is a call to action, blah, blah, blah. Engage, engage, engage. That would be pretty heckin' neato. Because we're going to have Yannabelles on tomorrow. Yannabelles is a friend of mine. She is a wonderful little cotton candy kitsune. And she is a total treat. You guys are going to adore her. On the stream tomorrow. I'm very excited. Then memes. Yes. Okay. I need you guys to not judge me. I gotta take my pants off. Because I can put on shorts. No TOS. It's really hot. So I gotta put on shorts. Alright. Man. Feel better. Feel much colder, cooler even. I miss the winter so much. This picture requires further study. Didn't think you were friends with Yana? Oh, yeah. Oh, didn't know I was friends with Yana. Oh, absolutely. Yana and I are fucking tight. Yana is who taught me how to use Mix It Up, so we could do stuff like this.
I don't know what I'm doing, but there's no better time to find out.
Or this. She's a Navy vet. Yeah. Oh, you. Oh, no. Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome. So yeah, we have quotes and stuff. Newt, thanks. Yeah, yep. I flubbed that line. It's okay. So yeah, we use Mix It Up now. So if you guys do commands, go check out all that shit. Ignore the stream elements one. I gotta disable that still. So those are just all those going on. I fucking love the Hellboy pick. Got a good energy to it. Oh yeah. Well, I'm drinking wine, so I basically quoted it at some point, and I was like, hold on, I'm just gonna bring that up. How you doing, Van? Oh. Ooh, do you guys want to watch something? I have a thing. Ooh, look at you. 1 year, 5 months, dude. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, dude. You've been here pretty much the whole time. You've missed like 2 months. 3 months. That's the all you've missed. I do know that some of this is kind of bugged though, because Legendary Account, who's an IRL friend of mine who has a founder's badge and everything, when he does the followage, it's like way fucked up. It's like he's been here for 4 months and he's like, how is that even possible? You know? So, whatever. Oh, yeah, hold on. So, Amothic has last week's highlight reel done. And if it would fucking load, I would love to share it with you guys. Fine. Corey, are you live right now? What's up, Banana Peel? How you doing, man? Welcome back to the show. Forgot to set mine to chill. Ooh, gotta chill your wine. Gots to chill the wine. Huh. You have 69 gold? Nice. Nice. That's the sex number, which is nice. I've been waiting for the asexual community to, like, take back the number 69. I just think that would be really funny. That's the extent of that joke. There's no follow-through there. What would we want with it? That's exactly my point. There's the bit, right? All right, so check it out, everybody. Is that Dwarven VTuber Horatius? What's up, Horatius? What's up, Miners? How you doing, RuneCloud? Welcome to the stream, my guy. Hi, Horatius. What's up, dude?
I love that. Is that the Horatius the Dwarf?
It
the
is.
EN VTuber, who also is a mental health professional, the one and only. Yes, it is.
Look at him go. Mind if I share a story sort of related to this that happened to me? Nothing bad, sort of funny, but it was something I did. Go for it, Flamebird Phoenix. I love Flamebird Phoenix. I love to hear that sort of stuff. Did he just take all of my golden eggs off? He sure did, the fucker. Oh, god damn it. Fuck. For those of you who didn't notice what just happened there, the pentagram triggered right after I killed a boss, and it deleted the chest and the red gem of experience right in my fucking face. Damn it. It's a fucking Power Ranger Grim Reaper. Oh, this was so good.
Sorry.
I remember this. This was so fucking funny.
Games?
You fucking hit me with a grave with a Megazord made out of Grim Reapers. A Megazord. It's a Megazord. I'm getting Super Sentai'd. By a fucking Grim Reaper. Like, walking myself through the steps. I do that shit every fucking stream. And that's just self-talk. So, like, it's orange juice and toothpaste flavored. Ugh. Man, talk about a pair of things that I fucking love. I love orange juice and I love true. well, saying that I love toothpaste makes it sound like I chug that shit. But like, I enjoy the flavors of most neutral toothpastes, like orthodontist stuff. Anyway, so that's our 3 main flavors of self-talk: positive, negative, neutral. And it comes in 2 forms: external and internal. And I want to talk about self-talk, why it's important, what it does, and how it works. Like, you know, you do it all the time, but just because you do something a lot doesn't mean you understand the machinations.
Yeah, I'm good at
what
this.
You're doing, right? Self-talk is it's a very powerful tool, and I didn't want to say that it's a good tool, because you can absolutely like cripple yourself mentally and like
it's true.
Like in terms of your productivity and self-image if you engage in a lot of negative self-talk.
Yep.
Now, this is gonna blow your fucking mind, and this is maybe me tangenting again.
Hold on.
Negative self-talk is not inherently a bad thing. It's not inherently a maladaptive behavior.
Let's go.
For example, if you have, or if you struggle with impulse control, like if you have poor impulse control, or you're struggling with impulse control for a particular situation, simple, low-stakes example. You're in the grocery, you're at the checkout line, and you're about
Nothing
to check
makes me
out,
happier
and
than
you're like,
happy
oh, shit,
mushrooms.
they've got, like,
Yeah.
impulse buys
I
here
love
at the
them,
register. I could go for some candy. I could go for a can of soda. And your brain's like, no, don't do that. We don't need that. You can hear yourself telling yourself, like literally having a tug of war, and the negative side is winning, pulling you away from the behavior that you want to do. Now, it is negative self-talk. You're telling yourself to not do something, but the end result is a positive, because you're sort of saving yourself from falling into an impulse behavior.
Thank
to
you,
buy
Corey.
something you don't really need, spend money.
Corey, you still say now
and
live on
potentially
Twitter, by the way.
Nutritional side effects of eating a lot of candy and drinking a lot of soda. So yeah, negative self-talk is not inherently bad, because you can talk yourself
If you are
down
still
or
live, I'm gonna
away
mess with
or
you.
out of
Heads
doing
up.
something that, upon more analytical thought, was probably not a good thing for you to be doing in the first place. In the same vein, positive self-talk can be a bad thing or lead to bad things if you're prepping yourself up to, no, you know, I should go out tonight. I should go out and go drinking with my
Yo, I'm really smart. Like, I'm listening to this and I'm like, hell yeah, this guy knows his shit.
friends or go
I get,
party with
you know, I get it. I get why you guys come here now. Not that I didn't understand it beforehand, but like, hot damn.
people or whatever. And then you get home super late. If you get home safe at all, and then you wake up stupid late, or you're hungover and you have to go to work the next day, and you're like, "Fuck!" Like, positive and negative self-talk are not inherently good and bad, respectively.
Oh, hold up. Graveyard Reject, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Mountain Home. I'm going to pause my sort of self-indulgent listening to my own highlight reel that's getting posted on YouTube today and say welcome to the show. Thank you for coming to the Mountain Home. I'm Horatius the Dwarf. We talk about mental health, psychology, and all sorts of other things like that, but also we play a lot of video games. I'm a dwarf, as you can tell, and I'm a VTuber because of the avatar. So yeah, welcome to the show. If you have any questions, please hit us up, check out the chat rules, and please lurk if you desire to, hang out if you would like. We're 2 away from 1,500 followers, and I'm very excited about it.
Like, it's positive is sort of building yourself up and encouraging yourself to do something. Hey, cool. I'm answering that question right now, Otis. Positive self-talk is you talking yourself up to do something, convincing yourself to engage in a behavior. Whereas negative self-talk is sort of talking yourself down, like trying to convince yourself to not engage in a particular behavior. So it's negative and positive in terms of pushing you to or to not engage. Not necessarily to do the wrong thing is negative and to do the right thing is positive, because right and wrong are incredibly subjective, right? Thank you, Otis, for the fucking Star Wars Cantina song. So this VOD will get demonetized on YouTube because the people behind Star Wars, Disney, loves to take fucking money.
It's true.
Thank you all for the 16 gift subs and the 320 bits. Genuinely, thank you. That's a lot of support for this channel. We completed level 4, so you guys will get level 4 emotes for that. And yeah, all the new subs, please enjoy the sick dwarf emotes. I have some of the best emotes on the platform. That's not a humble brag, it's just a fact. I've learned a lot of artisan craft. I've learned how to construct buildings. I know carpentry. I know how to work metal. I know how to, make metal. I know smithing. I know carpentry. I know architecture. I know how to build things. I've learned a lot of skills. And the paint, etc. There's one through line through all of these things.
Wow.
One through line at least. And it is that it takes time to acquire skill. And you can always take shortcuts to get that, to get quality in your work. But if you do not understand your fundamentals,
It's true.
and this is in everything.
This
If
is
you do not
super
understand your
important.
fundamentals, you will forever fuck up because you will have a weakness in your skill set.
Absolutely.
One of the main pragmatic reasons why I don't lean on people that I know to bulk me up and
This is super important. If any of you are content creators in chat, and fucking most of you are, this is very important, okay? I said this, obviously, in a previous stream, but this is very, very important advice.
to give me a bunch of exposure for free, air quotes, is because, listen, let's just tear the fucking curtain off the curtain rod for a second. I am streaming right now to about 30 people, okay? I have 1,500 followers. It took me a year and a half to get here. Almost perfectly a year and a half to get here. It took me that long to get here. I have known people who have made partner in 6 months. There's a difference in these growth patterns, okay? And this is not just the path that I desire, but it's the path that I'm going to continue, have, and do excel at. Sabo Jude, what do you suggest for people who are expanding too quick? Pump the brakes.
Hey, Jet Punch. So I'm just sort of self-indulging in watching this highlight reel that my editor Amothic threw together. I'll be posting it on the YouTube, which you can find there. So it'll get posted this evening. So please give it a check out. I'm sure the highlight reel is going to be really good. We're literally watching it right now, but it's good stuff.
Expectations, and if that's not the route you want to go, if you want to keep your pedal to the metal and keep the acceleration going, then my honest advice is to immediately reach out to other content creators that are open to you talking to them and say, listen, I'm growing really quickly. What can you give me pointers? Because you need to, if you're rising quicker than your learning curve, then if you're not keeping up with that, the expectations of your audience, and you're not personally growing at the same rate in which your production is, then you gotta cut corners and learn quick, because it's all about maintaining plates and spinning plates. So you're like, okay, I'm now all of a sudden streaming to 80 people a day. Okay, what do I need to do? What are the norms? What do people do? What is the platform that I'm using like? What do the people on my platform tend to like? What is my particular audience like? You got to figure that shit out, and you got to figure it out quick. People say don't keep changing your shit. Find what's working and keep doing it, and then expand from that point. For example, a lot of my early content was Deep Rock Galactic. A lot of people like my Deep Rock Galactic content. I really like doing Deep Rock Galactic content and playing that game. It's fucking fun. A lot of my best clips come from while I'm playing Deep Rock Galactic. There's a point where you have to realize, okay, this is my core content. This is the big thing that people know me for and what I'm starting with. And then you branch out. So you start playing other video games, or you start doing other things that are that, you build. You build off of your foundation, and you have to build that foundation. To sum that up, if you're growing quicker than you think you have the skill set to handle, first of all, you need to understand that that's happening. Because I see way too many people get in way over their head, and
Every week, every single week, every month, I see someone who does not have the skill set to maintain their growth rate, and then it plummets. Every single month do I see someone doing that.
not even realize that that's what's happening until they're already there. To dig into resources and find alternatives. So, you need to figure out what you're doing, why is it working, and you.
No, I wasn't specifically talking about anybody, Cablejack, because before Pumpkin and I got acquainted, she was already a partner, Twitch partner. There's a handful of people in my life that, showed up and made Twitch partner in 4 to 8 months. There's a fair amount of people who have done that.
You need to normalize. How much of a strain are you in, Diggy? You guys build me up and break me down with a frequency that makes me feel like I'm made more out of clay than stone. So, thank you, I think. if I don't think that people can be redeemed, if I don't think that people can be Jet Punch, that's a really good point. I have some friends who had crazy growth suddenly and just crashed afterwards. Right, and that's the thing. That I mean, I'd argue that what you're describing is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's people who get a lot of attention for one reason or another, right? Like, for whatever reason, they get a lot of attention, and then they're off to the fucking races. And that's just how it is. So you need to take that new community that you've built, that you've skyrocketed into having, and it's all about keeping those people, right? Getting discovered is difficult. Keeping the people that discover you is more important than making yourself more discoverable, in my opinion. And they just hit a depression cycle because they don't have the crazy influx. Yeah, that's the problem, is that you get that growth and you're like, shit, this is awesome. And then there's the crash because you were not able to, or like they moved on. Listen, I cannot tell you how many times I've had awesome, solid community members just fall off the face of the earth because they have other shit come up. They can't watch Twitch as much as they used to. Small parts of their life change, and that's all it requires. Very rarely does it have something to do with them be like, I don't really like Horatius' stuff anymore. Like, I don't think that's the problem. I think it's other like extenuating circumstances, and it's super common and it's not personal. But when you do this as a job, when you're trying to make content creation your means to survive, it becomes very easy to be like, oh shit, my averages are down, and then that to just fuck your whole day up. Super valid. I get it. But like something that I discovered, because so I've been consuming internet content for a long fucking time. When I was young, there was no internet, so I've been on the internet pretty much since the internet was publicly available. I learned by a lot while watching content before I got into doing it myself. And one of the things that I learned is that there's a lot of circumstances that causes growth and decline to fluctuate. Like, for example, I don't like that I stream during Games Done Quick weeks. When the speedrunning event Games Done Quick happens, I don't like that I stream during those weeks, because I know that a lot of people are not going to watch my shit when they could watch Games Done Quick. Like, it's the same thing imagine if you were a college football team and the Olympics was fucking happening. Who the fuck is going to watch your shitty little college game when there's the Olympics to watch? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many possible additional reasons why people don't check your stuff out anymore. So remember the dawn of YouTube? Me too. A dark time. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons that people need to think about. Rune, hi. Hi, dear. I'm so happy to see you. It's so cool to see you, by the way. Like, Rune, we got to talk, okay? We got to hang out because it's been too long. I consider you a good friend, and we don't engage as much as I would like. I love you platonically. We should hang out. I do want to preface, I have been drinking wine. Hold up, DMing you right in heckin' now? Yes! I've fallen into this habit, guys, of like sending people virtual post-it notes, like DMing and be like, we have to hang out. And just putting your foot in the door to remind people. Also, can I do the same? There we go. Platonic, the best tonic. It's pretty good. All right, anyway. Forgiven, or to at the very least be helped and allowed to move forward to, do something of consequence with the rest of their life, then my job, my profession is a farce. It's a farce. Oh, man. This is a really hard pill to swallow. In fact, you know what? Let's do a meme. You guys want to do a little meme? Let's do a meme generator. I hear you, Jet Punch, but I don't actually very often drink on stream at all. Let's see. All right, how's that? Do you guys think that's good? I think that's pretty good. Let's dump that straight on the Twitter. This is image flip. There you go. Image flip. And there's the tweet. There's the tweet link. Do what you must, do what you will. It's like, you can only do so much with preventative stuff. You can only do so much with de-escalating people out of crisis. People are going to go into crisis. People are going to do shit that they would normally not do. People are going to make mistakes. People are going to hurt each other. A solid 80% of my job, by the way, is preventative pre-crisis measures to help people not go into crisis. But no one in my job, no one who does what I do for a living is like, oh, this person I'm working with, they're never going to go into crisis. It's never going to happen. They're fine. Like, that's moronic to think that your client is never going to go into crisis. You have to not only prepare yourself as a professional, but your client as a person on how to handle being in crisis, because it is inevitable. It's going to happen. Everyone's crisis looks different, mind, but everyone goes into crisis. It's okay. It happens. You know, a school of fish is thousands and thousands of individuals, and sure, on the outside to us, they move with perfect grace. But if you look inside that shoal of fish, there are motherfuckers bumping into each other and hitting each other and knocking scales off each other all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. It's not intentional most of the time, and but despite that, it can still be harmful. Lisa, frankly too tired. Welcome to the Mountain Home. Thank you for the follow, by the way. And now that you're here, you're no longer some random loiterer hanging outside the Mountain Home, but now welcome guests in the mine. I'm Horatius the Dwarf, and I'm an EN VTuber. You can tell because I'm speaking English, and I'm a fucking dwarf. We mainly do like a bit of a variety stream here. We play video games, dwarf and non-dwarf, and we play games that aren't dwarf. We make them as dwarvenly as we can. And also, I'm a mental health professional in the real world, so we talk about mental health all the time. Today, absolutely included. How to not get frustrated with people doubt your disabilities. That's a tough one.
Watch your profanity.
Thank you, Fairy and Faye. Just content, and you put out like a video or maybe 2 videos talking about it, like NBD, right? Like, you know, just speak your truth, move on. But like, apparently, the 74-hour rule, that's gone, bro. People don't care about that. They gotta make content, baby. Gotta stay on the news. Don't like how that sounded like fapping. Don't clip it.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Of course you guys clip that shit.
You got it? Yeah, just the back of my meaty knuckles hitting the front of my meaty palm of my other hand. Which, I'm gonna put this out there. If your fucking masturbation sounds that fucking slappy, you gotta work on your form.
That's true.
No,
I'm with that.
You need to work on your form.
I maintain that statement.
Sorry. Alright. I hate how wet the fucking sound is when you head bashes. It's legitimately concerning. Let me do the thing that the chatter wants. Rune Cloud says emote, emote, emote. And Saru Kiwi says emote. I know that that's not the intention for the two of you doing that. I just... but whenever I see someone do something like that...
you did it! You broke comedy down to its bare essentials!
Oh, Goliath, a perfect execution of that.
Many people that very much... Wait,
Hey,
you want
Mona
an
the
uwu?
Office Demon.
I'll
No.
give you an uwu.
No.
But you'll have an uwu just like this. Very, very normal uwu.
Don't give him that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's too late.
Nope. Unclip
I
it.
retract my uwu.
Unclip it.
Unclip it.
My chat knows eventually I'm caving in to the fan service, and we're eventually getting we figured out a way to make me a cat girl.
Oh.
It took another cat girl,
Dude, sucking at something.
but eventually
First
it's gonna
step
happen.
towards being sort of good at something.
Thanks.
I like the disappointment, like, oh. that you have? Like, all my respect is now gone.
I've actually eaten spotted dick before. It's pretty tasty. Incredibly syrupy and sweet though, so like kind of a tricky recommend if you're not like a big rock and stone.
Huh.
Oh, yo, Otis, thank you for the 10 months, my man. Thank you very much for the support. 2 more months and you get your golden beard, brother. So sorry. I shot my grenade launcher, and it ricocheted off the damn
see that.
to like kind of a tricky recommend if you're not like a big sweet tooth type of person.
Huh.
I love the ricochet of the grenade. That's hilarious. So sorry. I shot my grenade launcher, and it ricocheted off the damn thing and went right back into my face. What are you replacing the foot with? Nothing. If I ever have to like sever an extremity, I'm getting a gold replacement. I don't care. Gold. Sorry. What was it? Gold.
Yeah.
What we're talking about, Range Runner?
Yeah.
Hold
on.
Doing a psychology
Did you guys
chat, chill, and talk. So, right now I'm addressing hexasis. Hexacists. Fuck. Hexvex. Hexacious Vex's question, or statement, Best Mom 5. Can anyone do some research on that booty? Just for research purposes. Boy, PNG.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I feel. Why are you watching the blooper reel? It's not a blooper reel. This is a highlight reel. It's gonna be posted on the YouTube tonight. But can I be honest with you guys? It feels a little bit masturbatory to watch my own shit and laugh at my own jokes. Like, it's funny. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this, but like, you've got such a way with words.
Just doing a little bit of research on that.
Hello, Phoenix Falls.
That butt real quick.
Fails. Phoenix fails.
This is purely scientific.
Scientific research on the
clinical.
the nice booty emote from Best Mom 5s. Stop it, Zinc. Please. You can't just tell people to to clip it. You can't do that.
I think what I'm gonna do for hitting
I appreciate
2K
that.
is I'm going to release a shanty album.
Ooh. Listen, man, I find the Souls games incredibly relaxing.
Or 90 Days of Your Cab.
Yeah, listen. I'll get it done quicker than Cab. I'm better at Souls games than he is. It's true. No, shit. Fuck. No, nobody clip. I'm killing the stream. Nobody clip that.
Whoa, I got 3.
Was told that watching your own content is good for your own self-improvement, so watch. Wait, no, I mean, I completely agree with that sentiment. Hexacious Vex. But, yeah, it's, I don't know. This is like the first time I've ever done
total
this.
channel views on my YouTube channel. Holy shit, when did that happen? Yo, holy shit, these YouTube shorts are taking off. I got like several hundred views on some of these. God damn.
Take care,
Man,
Cable.
it's all coming together like
Lurk if you
butt
can.
cheeks.
If not, take a good one. Oh yeah, that's a great one.
3,000 total channel views on my YouTube channel. Holy shit, when did that happen? Yo, holy shit, these YouTube shorts are taking off. I got like several hundred views on some of these. God damn. Man, it's all coming together like butt cheeks.
I love that. It's all coming together like butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Whoops, didn't mean to take me out. There we go. Shouldn't they be spreading apart, though? I mean, yeah, but every time you spread some butt cheeks, they come back together.
You did it! You broke comedy down to its bare essentials!
Lo-fi bop. Can I get a shout out for Lo-fi bop? Let's hope this works. Yeah. You guys gotta go check out Lo-Fi, because they made the new thing. They made this. They made the Serious Therapy. You guys gotta go support them. It's kind of required. Okay? Lo-Fi did this mostly unprompted. Just, here you go. Here's a cool thing. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. It's so good. It's so good. Dizzy Hunter, welcome, welcome. Hexbox, welcome to the stream. I see you're a first-time chatter. Thank you for coming to the Mountain Home. I'm Horatius the Dwarf, an EN VTuber. You can tell because I'm speaking to you in English, and I'm a fucking dwarf. I love doing stuff unprompted. Lo-Fi, I'm telling you, I'm going to reach out to you tomorrow and make sure you get a couple bucks for not only making it, but like also for like working with...
Watch your profanity.
Thank you, Fairy and Faye. But also for like working with me to get it resized so it works as an emote. Like, I don't know how much, probably not a whole bunch, but like I'm going to give you some amount of money. I'm digging a hole? Yes. This is my mountain home. You can tell because it looks like a mine behind me. But welcome on in, Hexbox. Do you guys think we should do some Deep Rock finally? After almost 2 hours? It's been kind of a while, and this was supposed to be a Deep Rock stream. You know what? Here, let's do the thing. People like these, I think. We're gonna do a poll. Video games. No, keep talking. Bib-dio games. Hi.
There's bugs. The first one failed at killing it.
Oh, okay.
Flying second unit.
Fair enough. Is Deep Rock a type of music? No, Hexbox. Deep Rock Galactic is a video game where you play as dwarves in space. Oh shit, I might want to put the lo-fi back on. My bad. Zero Skies! Hey, everybody, did you know that Zero Skies made this model? Look at this shit. Look at me. This is all Zero Skies. Go check out Zero Skies. They're really good at making models. Could be type of music if you find drills and bug squashing musical. Ah, yes. The beautiful cacophony. The beautiful cacophony. I'm gonna go lurk because I got a D&D session starting soon. Hell yeah, man. Have fun. Thanks for the lurk, dude. Take care. Have a good one. All right, people want the video games, so video games is what they will get. Crushing that. Swapping. Over. Doot, doot. I got Koromon after you recommended. Only started, but I already really love it. Hell yeah. I actually have a Mutants and Mastermind Session 0. Ooh, that's fun. Tell me how that goes, dude. I'm always down to hear about new systems, because I don't know about that one. Wait. There we go. Everyone's like, play the fucking video game. What's up, Viking Warrior? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I thought I recognized that name. Welcome back, I should say. Showed up just in time for me to get into some video games. I've been drinking red wine. I have no other follow-through. With a super robust power making system. Nice. Playing Koromon right now. That game's really good. On the Switch. Do you want me to just like listen? Drinking a blackout brew does not do anything. I'm solo. Drinking a blackout doesn't do anything. Unless it's blackout stout, you fucking faker.
Blackout stout, please, and dim the lights.
I think I'm gonna do a long Nuzlocke stream for hitting 1500. You're a fucking robot. That does not mean you can't get drunk.
That's the stuff.
Hey, the kid left without me.
Private side.
Doesn't stop Bender? True. Oh, you solo. Where are your dwarf mates? I usually play solo on stream. Like Pokemon Nuzlocke? Yeah. Well, so like a Pokemon Nuzlocke, but we'll do it in Koromon. There are very few other dwarf VTubers out there. Although, we're doing a thing. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. What's Koromon? It's a Pokemon esque game. This is difficult. Oh, did I remove the bands? Hold on. I'll add them next run. Listen, I had to make this. I had to manifest this. Don't be a dickweed. Sorry, I came on really strong there, Fairy and Faye. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, yeah? Oh, Zeros, guys, you have DRG? We should play sometime. Father and son. Sorry, dad and boy.
Let's get a little weird.
Hey, thank you for summoning Weirdness Master to the stream. Otis. Gotta be somewhat of a penis plant to get around. Fair enough. Alright, I'm done with this. Steam Summer Sale, hell yeah. Oh, that was supposed to make me not drunk anymore. Why didn't make that? Why did I not stop being fuck? It's good stuff. True facts, buddy. I don't expect bits or gift subs or anything for beating this stage like this, but you motherfuckers owe me. Welcome to the drunk zone. Population booze Cahal. For this pain, you're getting a few. I don't know what I'm getting a few of, but cool. Ooh, this kind of hurt my eyes. Holy shit! Varian Faye. Dude. Thank you for the 10 gift subs. That might be one of the biggest gifts I've ever received. Mr. Tea Kettle, Milkshots Moo, Phoenix Fails, Cable Jack, Dodo Goran, Hemlock, Vortal Blade, Nezazoru, Lance Murdoch, and Remarkable. Thank you very, very much for all those gift subs. All of you, grab your pickaxes, get back to work, because now you are an employee here at the Mountain Home and no longer just some guests.
Rock and stone!
Well, hell of a fucking yeah, thank you very much.
Rock and stone!
Jesus.
Rock and stone! Stay by my side, Bosco! Rock and stone!
Okay, we're adapting.
Help me mind this. Rock and stone!
Jesus.
Rock and stone!
The money's worth the pain. The money's worth the pain. Is Drunk View is terrifying? Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Rock and stones!
Shit from Wally World isn't doing it.
Otis the Can VT cheered X15, have some bits too.
Thank you, Otis, for the bits, my guy. Was there a, Holly Hoarder over here that got killed? Otherwise, all this miscellaneous, like, crafting ore on the ground doesn't make any sense. Oh, goodness. Whatever, that's enough.
Come here, you flying tin can! Oh. Bosco, find it!
If anybody has to not watch the stream for a few minutes while this happens, I do not blame you. Okay, we're maintaining. This is a status zone, or you help with your wine. You know, I'm gonna argue that being drunk is helping me a little bit, not get motion sick. I haven't followed yet. I am ashamed. Why? Arbiter Veto? Dude, it's all good, man. Now you are following, and that's cool, and I appreciate that. Now that you're following, you're no longer some random loiterer hanging outside the mountain home, but now welcome guests of the mine. We are one follower away from 1,500. I'm fucking stoked about it, because then we're going to do a Koromon Nuzlocke stream. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'm watching, but I'm not paying attention just because I have to keep an eye on my nephew until someone gets here. Gotcha. And also, Arbiter Vito, if I could level with you, man, the amount of times that I've, like, known somebody for multiple months, you know, on Twitter or however, and then I realized I hadn't been following them that whole time. If I told you how often that had happened, you'd fucking poop. Like, it happens all the fucking time. And I'm going to put this out there. Nobody is going to hold that against you. And if they are, they need to sort themselves out. Same here, actually. Yeah.
Rock and stone!
Morgue the merrier. Thank you for the follow. And ladies and gentlemen, that takes us to, of course, we have to include our non-binary pals there, 1,500 followers! Let's go.
Rock and stone!
Farian. Farian Faye.
Rock and stone!
Mr. Faye. I'm not accustomed to receiving this kind of financial support, but thank you. Thank you very much. I'm deeply appreciative of what you've done. It's very kind of you.
Rock and stone!
I know he does this all the time, but listen, Zero, you know well enough, dude. I do not ask for financial support on this stream. Do I need money? Yes, I would love to have money, but I do not ask for people's support here. I'm not resisting, motherfucker. I'm appreciative. And thank you. But I'm not used to this. This doesn't happen very often. So, I'm going to pour the rest of my bottle of wine into my cup. I'm going to read all the people that are getting gift subs. It's a mandatory line? Yes. Fair enough. Get supported. I feel very supported. Doxyverse. Ministro of Mints. Miniest of Mints. The Hollowed Eye. Nox Nova. Animated Armor. Jeff K. Professor Link to Games. Mere Pebble. Leshy the Dwarf. Saru Kiwi. Kalbata the Katsune. Zemnarak. Scat and Kobold. Small Willie Sini. Brambo. Killed. Yakulim. Striped Paws. Neckcore. Zendka. And Lo-Fi Bob. Thank you all very, very much for supporting the channel by becoming... hold on. Did you guys... Plague Maker. Thank you, Rune. For all of you are now no longer just some people that are welcome guests here in the Mountain Home, but are now employed by the mine. So grab your pickaxes and get back to work. Chew to the motherfucking chew. Look at that. We already, it's full. It's over. The whole hype train's done. You guys did it. You beat the hype train. It's already level 5. This is like potentially the largest hype train I've ever had.
Rock and stone!
Like, no shit.
Rock and stone!
Otis, thank you for the 80 bits between the two donations, man. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate all the support you guys are offering today. It's very kind of you. The summer, things are very tight here in the Mountain Home, but this is genuinely going to help a lot to pay the editors, and that means a ton to me. So thank you.
Rock and stone! Rock and stone! Rock and stone! Bosco, what is it? Clear them out! minerals. Rock and stone.
God, it's still going. Well, anyone else who gives during this time is going to get a free level 5 hype train emotes, so fucking now's the time, boys.
Rock and stone.
Here's some family stuff, but you wouldn't mind if I DM me about an idea? No, please, go for it, Ein. My DMs are genuinely quite open.
Otis the Can VT cheered X30 hype train.
Rock and stone.
Definitely a hype train there, Otis. Yeah, man. Send it whenever you can.
Otis the Can VT cheered X50. There we go, lol.
Rock and stone.
Hexasis Vex, thank you very much for the 1 month of subscribing. You are now no longer just some welcome guest in the mine. You are now employed here at the Mountain Home. So grab your pickaxe and get back to work. I'm gonna find a diamond. Yeah, please do. Those are worth a lot of money. Fucking little biters. But yeah, Hexasis Vex, now that you're subscribed, I think this is your first month of the subscription, so enjoy some of the best emotes on the fucking platform. Hey, I appreciate it. You did it when you did it, and that's still, like, really, really awesome of you. Like, this is not hyperbole, but we have doubled how much money this stream is making in this single stream for the month. Excuse me.
Look there. Grab it. Ugh.
The emotes are pretty fire. I know, right? Including the most recent one, the animated one that we just got. Pretty good, Lo-Fi. We should definitely make sure the artist knows that they did a good job with that one. Heh.
Come here. Down it goes.
Alright, just gotta defend for 2 minutes. Hey, I think VC Face has an update. Oh, okay. Do we know what that update entails?
Time to restock.
Can't click the link on your screen. What? The link ain't working? Gotcha. God, I did not like the microwave gun at first. I fucking love it. Oh, you click it, it pauses the stream? Well. Ah. I didn't realize that was visible. I'm so sorry. God damn it. Man. Maybe I should drink wine more often. On stream, that is. Cool. Man, Amothic and Maple are gonna have such a fucking field day with this fucking stream. Of like hilarious shit to clip. May I ask what a decent, affordable capture card would be? You can ask, but I do not know. So while the only answer I can even begin to think to give is called the Elgato, I don't actually know if that's an honest answer, so it's outside of my wheelhouse. Hopefully someone in chat can help. I'm sorry to say, Vex, I got no answers for you.
Red sugar.
Yeah. Decent and affordable don't belong in the same sentence for capture cards. Ah, yikes. That's a bummer. Huh. Alright, sorry about that. I had to take a mental moment because my brain was fuzzy from the being drunk in game. Not doing that for a while. Whew. Let's go do a data rack. Coward's Chance. Thanks for the end screen. I had to take a break for a second. It was just fucking with my eyes way too much.
It ain't a gun if it don't weigh at least 100 pounds.
Alright, I feel a lot better. My head was kind of spinning a little bit. I mean, you paid up already? Yeah, you did do the thing. What do you mean? Like, that's not to imply that I have to do that for multiple stages, do I? Because I'm not gonna lie, Farian, that made my head spin a lot. I'll drink more wine. I mean, I'm gonna anyway, but like, I'll drink more wine. I mean, I'm not playing. Yeah, dude, that shit was brutal. I could not in good conscience blame anybody who didn't stick around for that. Ah, Bulu caps again. Sorry. What? Okay. It's like, what do you mean that's just a little fucking nowhere tunnel? That shit doesn't exist. What's up, Willow? No, I'm good.
Down the hatch.
All right. Oh, yeah, go for it, Vex. Thanks for hanging out, man. I'm not gonna lie, those two mushrooms right there were so close to one another, I thought I was still having double vision for a second from the drink in the game. That kind of threw me for a loop.
Deployed up. Taste the pickaxe. Die, monster.
Got him. Roasties.
You're cute, but you're dead. First strength.
Fucking obliterated, boys.
I'm totally loaded. Donkey, come here.
Okay.
Focus fire here.
Hack this robot.
I blame my stumpy fingers. I'm Hacker Man.
I'm Hacker Man. That's great. I don't believe I've ever heard that one before. Hey, Nezerot, congratulations on the gift sub. Choking up buns. Howdy, howdy. Oh, by the way, Nezerot, just to let you know, since you've been gifted a sub, you are now no longer just some welcome guests here in the Mountain Home. You're now employed at the Mountain Home, so grab your pickaxe and get back to work. Also, enjoy the sick emotes. If I'm not mistaken, this is your first month. So congrats on the sweet beard.
Zip line done.
Meowdy. Hey, hey. I shall. Hell yeah. It's fine. Nothing bad happened. Everything was cool.
Depositing. Need a hacking pod.
Bitter Gem. Holy shit, that's a fucking nice loot, boys. Thank you for the workout, original hamster. I'll do that in just a moment. We have a Bitter Gem. These things are worth a fuck ton of money. also, hi. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. I'm drinking wine and I'm in the mine. I'm feeling good. I'm going to give you guys a little something for free. Excuse me.
Fuck you, basic.
We got the new ally, Hemlock. One of my first friends in VTubing. One of the longest supporters of the channel. The second mod I've ever had. And a friend. Hemlock is one of the few people that I've met in VTubing that, like, if I stopped VTubing tomorrow, I would still want to make sure I was friends with Hemlock. Like, I would want to make sure I stayed in connection with. Alright.
When we get back, it's sandwich time.
Alright, where is this? There it is. Let's dig on to it. Man, my voice is starting to give out. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Huh. Yeah, man, we had a level 5 hype train earlier. It was wild. Today's been a pretty hilarious stream. I'm honestly pretty proud of what we've done here today, everyone. And I'm excited to have the Yannabelle's interview tomorrow.
Wow.
Thank you, Lo-Fi. What is most exciting to me about tomorrow is which I didn't realize this until recently, is Yannabelle's first ever interview show. She's never been on an interview show before, so like that's really cool that I'm like the first person that she's coming on for a show like this with. So it'll be a new experience for her. I mean, she's a friend of mine, so I'm just excited to hang out with a friend. Tomorrow's gonna be a hoot.
HackerBot is on.
All right, activate hack. See. Easy peasy. I say that and he immediately starts to get slapped by a fucking drone. It's fine. That's right. I forget that on this build of Gunner, I run the like max duration, but really low cooldown, like really like heavy cooldown. God, the shield generator makes this part so fucking easy. Ooh, both of them are this way. Hope I aimed right in the darkness. Yeah, perfect. You guys see my hours of TF2 coming in where I'm doing jump revving because I can't move while I have this repped because of the mod that's on the gun.
This is our turn. Accurate, but dead. Power station located. We're
all right.
ready to hack it. With your legs. Go! Get to work!
Gross. Tome, as I live and breathe, how are you, you beardless bastard? Actually, fair question. Tome, as a representative of the... I'm alive but stuck at work as always. Blech. As a as a representative of the slime people, can slimes grow beards? And if so, is it actually with like fibers that are, you know, at least a mimic of hair, or would you just grow a shape of gelatinous form that resembles one? Resembles a beard? And more importantly, are beards fashionable in slime society? Lore question time. You're a hermit? Fair enough.
This patroller is hackable. Couldn't we get Haxie to do this?
Fuck. First try. First try. First try. I just had to manifest. I had to say it.
Years of practice to get this good, lads.
Thank you for the stretch, Rune. I'll do it in just a moment. Checked Kira yesterday. You were right. She was a lot of energy, but she's so good, right? Oh, guys, check this shit out. So Kira, the raptor girl, is going to potentially be the first person that I do the new show idea, Hot and Heavy, with. Isn't that exciting? So this new show that I've been talking about for a little while is called Hot and Heavy, where I'm going to team up with like a lewd-er-than-me VTuber. And we're going to take questions and answer them in a hot way and in a heavy way. I'm going to be the heavy. They're going to be the hot. What's up, Tempestus? How you doing, my man? It's good to hear and see you, hear from you and see you. Molly. Molly? Jesus. Wait, did the idea change? No. Did it? I'm fairly certain that's still the idea. A hot question first and then a heavy question. Yeah, we'll adapt it as we go. How am I? I'm fucking excellent. I've been drinking wine for 2.5 hours. In fact, I think it's time for fermented grape. I'm gonna say it. This should fucking reach. What the fuck is this?
Getting closer to our quota.
Consultation with a new psychiatrist is promising. Let's go! Can I get some serious therapies in chat? Everyone who's subbed to the channel, can I get some serious therapies in chat? Because our boy Tempestus is looking to get some serious therapy. And I'm very proud of him. Tempestus, please tell me you've seen the new emote. It's so good, brother. I made it my fucking Discord profile pic because I love it so much. Which is noteworthy because I haven't changed my profile pic until the GIF on Twitter. I know, it's so good. That's all lo-fi pop. It's all them.
Dude, sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something.
Thank you, modern philosopher Jake the dog. Shikimono, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream, dude. It's good to see you. Good to be seen.
I don't know what I'm doing, but there's no better time to find out.
Ah. Thank you for the summoning of an ally, Zeros, guys. We summoned Otis the Can, who is out at a D&D or a tabletop session right now. But thank you for summoning one of my allies to the stream. If any of you consider yourself an ally of me, and I haven't reached out to you yet, like Tempestus, I want one of these from you so I can summon you to the stream. Tempestus, so I need a 3 to 5 second long audio clip. Please.
Ready again.
You don't know what to record? I don't know. Tempestus, what do you say when someone shows up?
Not ready. Flares recharging. I'm releasing a
Rune Cloud or Rune with it? Who says that they owe me a clip?
Pulling a battery.
Cheeky. Room with it? Alright, so maybe this is me gonna be just like a really, really bad friend. But is room with it she, her pronouns? Or... Yeah, sorry, that's what I was gonna comment on.
Next time, try shredding some tree houses instead.
Okay, I assumed you just mistyped, but I didn't know if maybe, like, I was the jackass that was fucking pronouncing my friend for, like, a year. But also, like, dear brother, this is nothing new. But also, Rune is just, like, bountiful in her feminine physique, I'll say.
Small deal. Don't do myself. Hell yeah. Listen, getting smothered by a slime is a pretty rough way to go. Getting smothered by Room With It is probably pretty dope. Like, with all the respect that I can possibly manage. They get Audacity running after dinner? Hell yeah, Tempestus. Didn't know she was away. Uh-huh.
The caretaker is expanding its defenses for turrets. Destroy the back.
That was pretty fresh. I'm proud of that.
You have sniped your last dwarf turret. Take care of this.
Attractive slime girl? Yeah, dude. Can I get a shout out for Room With It, please? That thing that looks like a giant tooth? Yeah, kind of. Alright. Thank you, Zeros, guys. So, Room With It is probably one of my longest, like, known friends in VTubing. She is a fucking delight. And I mean that. Like, honestly, she is a delight. Got him. And follow. Cool. Yeah. Ikamasumi is also another amazing member of the community, has been a member of the community for a long time, and is Rune's main mod as far as I know. But yeah, no, Rune is fucking awesome. Yeah, dude, Room With It, so good. Great name, great person. Rune has a similar energy level to the majority of my streams. That's sort of like, I would say like 4 to 6 range of intensity. And she is so delightful. A beautiful voice, a fun, charming personality. Her model is divine. Like, she's killing it, honestly. You could watch a lot worse people than fucking Room With It. I'm putting that out there. Dwarf stamped of approval. Oh, that's something I gotta get done for the stream. Hold on. I gotta write this down. This is a good idea. I need to get a, like, GIF that is like my hand stamping the screen. GIF redeem of stamp on screen says approved, dwarf approved. All right, I gotta get that made once I have money. Just like approved. Aw, Rune. I mean, you're worth it. If you're a 4 to 5 energy, I don't mean like energy. That's not like 1 is bad and 10 is good. Tempestus. It's just like in terms of intensity. I think at my most intense, which are rare, I'm like 7 or 8. You know. Because, like, to me, people like Poppy tops out at 10. In terms of, like, the most intense people get. Okay, groovy. Just making sure, buddy. I know, I love vibing in your streams, but you're a very relaxed time to hang with.
Oh, yeah.
Poppy's an 11. I feel you. Poppy's an 8 on a bad day. Yeah. But that's the thing. That's the main like product that Poppy sells is that like super awesome, engaging intensity. Like he obviously has a lot of aspects to his content, Poppy the Lich King. But I would say that's one of his most notable. Yeah, funny story, Ikamasumi. Like, I watched a Poppy stream out of someone recommending Poppy to me, and he was way too much for me. I didn't like him, actually. I didn't really like his work, his content at all. And by that, I mean, I didn't think it was bad. I definitely recognized it as, like, really high-quality content, which it definitely is. But it was not my vibe. I couldn't get into it. It was too much. Too much stimuli for me.
I'm starting my own bloody
and yeah. But then Diggy, friend of the show, was like, "Bro, I'm hanging out with Poppy on his after hours stream." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, like, he's a little much for me." And he's like, "Dude, nah, his after hours streams are way chill." And I'm like, "Okay." And I checked out his after hours streams, and I was like, "Oh, this dude's fucking awesome. Like, this guy's totally my vibe." And then I got to know him, and I would say Poppy and I are definitely quality friends. But, you know, that's just one of those things. You got to give people second chances. You never know what you're gonna find if you try it. I feel like Grunkle Dan. You've been here for a while, dude. Sorry if I didn't say hello earlier. I've been a little distracted. in all genuine honesty. Alright. Gonna go back to the main screen. So, everybody. I want to talk a little bit, since we did hit 1,500 followers. I want to talk about what we're going to do for that stream, for like that milestone, because that's a pretty big milestone to me. Like, honestly, the 500s are pretty big. I'm very elated that we got there. So I had a couple of ideas. I wanted to talk them out with you guys. So there's a couple of streams that I don't normally do that I wanted to do. There is a new event in Hunt Showdown that's going live next Friday. Or next Thursday, I guess. The 26th, 27th. So yeah, no. I guess it's next Wednesday. So we can either do like a 12-hour Friday stream for that next week. I was thinking of maybe doing an all-day Koromon Nuzlocke stream. Or do like a whole playthrough of Dark Souls 3 or something like that. Just one of the classics for me. Temporarily back for a while. Wife comes in to grab a new phone charger, but I sent you a Twitter DM. Thank you, Ein. So I'm going to put up a poll for a few minutes. It's either going to be Koromon, Nuzlocke, 10+ hour stream. Full run of Dark Souls 3. Or what did I say? Yeah, Koromon is like a Pokemon type game. It's really good. I have a lot to say, but I don't want to say it in case we do the stream. I'll have a lot to say during the stream at that point. What was the other one I threw out there? Shit. I just said this shit. Hunt, thank you. Hunt Showdown event stream. We'll put it up for 5 minutes, and I'll allow additional votes at 1,000 channel points per vote. Yeah, that's something to think about. Because I want to figure out what we're gonna do there. Let me throw the lo-fi back on while we're figuring this out. So I don't know. It's gonna be one of those. Those are the main ideas that I had for this. What I miss? We're talking about what we're gonna do for the celebration stream for hitting 1.5k followers, Vex. So either we're gonna do a all-day stream of Hunt Showdown next Friday. We'll do a Koromon stream where I'll play Koromon Nuzlocke style, or we'll play an entire run through of Dark Souls 3. I love the fact that Nuzlocke features are built into the difficulty, so you don't gotta mod or anything. Yeah, it's so good. Gary streamed Koromon yesterday, and the fact that you can customize your character and have a beard, I was like, yeah, dude, it's the first Pokemon game where you can have a beard. It's fucking awesome. I'm very excited. So yeah, I don't know. Take care, Ein. Thank you for hanging out, my dude. You can get off Steam as today's for $20. Yeah, I already own it. I do already own it. It's a very fun game, in my opinion. Ooh, the Koromon Nuzlocke's in the lead. 6-1. And remember, you guys can burn gold for this, so if you want to burn your channel points to force my hand into one direction or another, sorry about the ad, there's your chance. Shoot your shot. Oh, shit. This is something I wanted to do. Hold on. Viewer rewards. No. Content? Where, settings. Affiliate, maybe? Yeah! Oh, no, that's not in it. Yeah! Cool. Alright, so you guys don't get ads on this stream, right? I wanted to check in on that real quick, because I have it set to not run any ads on my stream. That is still the case, right? Gaunty Trip, thank you very much for the follow. I'm Horatius the Dwarf, an EN VTuber, and now that you're following, you're no longer some random loiterer hanging outside the mountain home, but now a welcome guest in the mine. Thank you very, very much for that. Muchly appreciated. Ooh, look at that. Koromon Nuzlocke has taken off. 10 votes. Test by refreshing. Hell yeah. Meet the wife. Gary, oh, what? Meet the wife? What do you mean, Gunkelden? What? Hello, welcome. And I'm sub. I usually get pre-rolls. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the stream, Gaunty Trip. Thank you for the support, Grunkle and Grunty. That's really fucking funny. Now that I see that, that's really, really brilliant. I appreciate the support, Grunty Trip. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm talking poorly. It might be time for more wine. It's definitely what I needed. Yep. Yes! I'm drinking 19 Crimes, The Banished. It's a dark red from 2 years ago, so it's got a nice little bite to it. Which is my preferred. I prefer my wine red and dry because I'm sweet enough. I don't need the help. Hey guys, can we do a fun thing? Is it cool if we do a fun thing real quick? We're gonna do a live raid. So this is my good friend and fellow Gathering of Beards buddy is Ogrimskar, who just ended. Fuck. Never mind. We were gonna live raid my buddy Ogrimskar, but he just fucking ended his stream. You guys want to fuck with Red Claw? Let's fuck with Red Claw. We're gonna fuck with Red Claw, who's playing I think a horror game called The Park. So let's turn off the lo-fi. He's spook around, so that works. Oh, this is perfect. He's gonna be so panicked. All right. So Red Claw is a.
I'm so freaked out right now.
Shut up, Red Claw. I'm talking. Red Claw's play is a god of nature type T-Rex kind of fella. Who am I going to? Yeah, Red Claw Draws. I posted it. Here, I'll post it again in chat. So everyone go over to Red Claw Draws. Don't post anything yet, okay? Don't post anything. This is what we're going to say, okay? The dwarves have come to share their goals. We hear that you have fears untold. Though... Hello! The darkness is deep, and your screams will come cheap.
Okay. Oh,
Let's
look!
see. The dwarves have come to share their gold. We hear that you have fears untold. Though the darkness is deep, and your screams will come cheap, the gold in our pockets...
I miss when this place wasn't falling a fuck. Oh, joy. We don't even have to open the door. It's just descending
will
again.
not come cheap. And then, if you've got the emote, booty quake, booty quake, booty quake, Horoglep.
Nope.
So take that and post it in the other chat on the count of 5, okay? Everyone ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit him.
No. No, 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 no.
I'm counting it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
The dwarves
5.
have come. Wait, are we getting raided? Are we getting raided? The dwarves have come. Wait, is there a raid happening right now? Offline raid? Wait, I recognize that ass anywhere. Is that Horatius? Horatius, you chose a really weird time for an offline raid. Online raid? Online raid? Well,
The spicy pineapple sounds good.
My name is Red Claw. And I'm very. Oh, he's still streaming. He's still streaming. Well, welcome, online Shadow Raiders. My name is Red Claw, and I'm very, very scared. I'm handling this fine. I am so... Oh,
Feel good. that ass anywhere. So good.
The Bustins are scaring me now. As are all these hanging
He's struggling.
babies. I don't like this. I don't like any of this. I don't like this. Oh God. Why is there what appears to be blood? Well, at least Zoran's still okay. I am trying to be a happy
Welcome to the museum.
Oh God,
we hope you enjoy your visit.
Oh no. Also, banana peel, thank you. That is no. That is no. Wait, did the book change?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at him at this point. Too bad he took the T-Rex Roar redeem. I used to love getting him with that. Yeah. All right. Lurking there. Red Claw is fucking hilarious, guys. He's a really, really good artist and an amazing dude overall. So check out his work. This might be a very weird stream to find him because of, you know, it's very different from his normal content. But yeah, I think you'll really enjoy his stuff. He's very great. Anyway, everybody, I think I'm at that like nice level of wine drunk where I'm gonna not make sense very soon. So either I'm gonna start singing a lot, or I'm gonna fall asleep. So I'm gonna go a little bit early, and I'm gonna relax. I love you guys. You're awesome. I'll see you tomorrow morning for the interview with Yana Bells at 10 a.m. EST. So please be there. It's going to be a hoot. And I've got some sweet questions to ask her. It's going to be fucking awesome. So go check out Johnny Jellyjaw, one of the best people I know who is also a slime. No offense to Tome. Tome, you're also super fucking awesome. But it looks like they're going to be playing Monster Hunter Rise. So you guys have a great day. Zeros, guys, thank you for the raid message. Let's sock it to him. I'll catch you guys later. And now it's time to get out of my mind.